Hello, and welcome to part two of AARP's program, Staying Safe in Today's Risky Online World. My name is Susan DeCamp, and I'm a volunteer leader on AARP Nebraska's Executive Council. Has your identity ever been stolen? How do you keep your personal information safe online? In today's session, we will discuss some of the most common internet scams and frauds that target older adults every day. You will learn how to recognize fake customer service calls, scam and phishing emails, and website pop-ups. You will also hear how you can confirm if an offer is valid and what to do if you are a victim. And now, it is my pleasure to introduce our special guest, Ron Warner. Ron is a noted consultant, speaker, and writer in the security industry. He has been a featured speaker for worldwide events, including TED, International Information Systems Security Certification, Information Systems Audit and Control, and ARSA Crypto System conferences, as well as numerous other cybersecurity industry podcasts and webinars. As President and Chief Security Evangelist at Cyber AAA LLC, Ron works as a security consultant delivering awareness, performing security risk assessments, and advising small, medium, and large organizations. Ron established the Cybersecurity Studies program at Bellevue University, an NSA Center of Excellence, where he still teaches. Ron has numerous technology degrees and is passionate about keeping people safe and sane online. Please join me in welcoming Ron Warner.
Hello again, Susan. Thank you again to you and to AARP for having me on as a part of this. Hopefully, you got something out of the first webinar conducted a week ago, or if you're watching this recording, whenever you watch the recording on Cyber Safety 101. This is a combination type of a webinar where the first one was how to keep yourself safe in our crazy online world. Well, now what can you do to protect yourself against fraud, scams, someone trying to steal your identity? If I was giving this live, I love asking an audience, how many of you have had your identity stolen or someone close to you has had their identity stolen? So raise your hand, even if you're watching this recording. I raised my hand. I've not been a direct victim. I've had other people use my social security number. I learned when I tracked to see who was using it. It was some lady in New Jersey, most likely just trying to use it for work, not doing anything to really steal my identity. But it's happened to my mom. It's happened to my brother. My mom was a victim of one of those pop-ups we'll talk about in a moment, which said, your computer is infected. Call this number now. She did. I ended up having to fix her computer. It took me a day. And then my brother was a victim of identity theft. Why do I bring this up? It can happen to anybody. If you are a victim of identity theft, you are a victim. And there are many organizations that can help you. It's okay if you're a victim. Don't feel ashamed. Don't think, oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I talk to the top hackers of the world. And what's fascinating, almost all say that they've fallen for some type of a scam. They may not have lost money through it, but maybe you've clicked a link. It's so tempting. So let's dive into that. Susan mentioned who I am. Oh, by the way, in the previous session, I mentioned trust but verify. You can do that with me if you want. I'm actually perfectly fine. Google stalk me. So I teach cybersecurity and I actually challenge my students to do it. I put myself out on the internet. I know what of my information is available on the internet. So you can go and confirm who I am. Find my YouTube channel, find and verify for yourself what I do and who I am. Doesn't bother me a bit if people double check. I don't take it personally. We'll talk about common types of internet scams and fraud, how it's happening. I mentioned in the previous session, social engineering, the old con job. Yeah, it's how scams all start. How about pandemic scams? So even if you're watching this recording in 2022, I'm fairly convinced we'll still be seeing these types of scams. I don't think COVID-19 coronavirus is going to be outside of the news for another few years, so I'm pretty safe. And it's been a common form of scams. You know, the Delta virus, as we're recording this, as we're doing this live for Facebook, the Delta virus is taking over the state. Check here to see how it's affecting your neighborhood. And that here link is my malicious website, by the way. So I'm just simulating. We'll talk about what you can do, where you can go to learn more about protecting yourself against fraud, other types of scams, and then reiterating how to be cyber safe. If you were part of the earlier session, you might go, Ron, this is kind of a repeat. Why do you repeat, Ron? Actually, I took a marketing class once, a long time ago. People need to hear things 7 times for them to stick, for them to sink in. So that's why I'm repeating this. Social engineering. It actually continues to be the number one way businesses and individuals are compromised on the internet. As I previously mentioned, I'm going to try to get you to be helpful. Hey, can you help me out? Click this link or get you to act without thinking. We have a TV being delivered to your house today. Yeah. Click this link because the driver can't get to your house because of something. And you click the link, and again, it's all malicious. Oh, we need to verify. By the way, to get this TV delivered, we need to verify it's really you. So put in your name, your driver's license, and your credit card number so we can verify you. When was the last time you've heard of USPS, UPS, Amazon delivery? Have they FedEx? Do they ever say to get a package, you need to show your ID over the internet? Nope, doesn't happen. Getting you to act without thinking or just be complacent. Ron, I don't have anything of value. Why would anyone want to hack me? For who you are. And again, even if they can only steal a few dollars from you, for them, that can mean a lot of money and it adds up to a lot. Think about it this way. If I can steal $100 from 1,000 people, that's $100,000 I've just earned. That's a nice salary. That's why they do this. And they do it to make money. Technology is just how they're doing it. It's just so easy because of the anonymity across the internet. You don't know who you are. From the previous session, on the internet, no one knows you're a dog. Recently, over the last year, in fact, we've been seeing COVID-19 scams. It was actually in 2020, a local Omaha news station, KMTV, had a story about the FBI in Omaha warning about COVID-19 related scams. It could be through email, it could be through a social media, it could be treatment scams. Have you been afflicted with COVID-19? With our special treatment, we can remove it completely from your body. I know that sounds way too good to be true. And as Jim Hegarty of the Nebraska area BBB, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. So those treatment scams is one example. Medical supply. Do you need new medical supplies? We can get them to you at 50% off what you are currently paying. Common type of a scam we'll see on the internet. Provider. Nebraska now has expanded Medicaid. We are one of the organizations that has been sanctioned by the state of Nebraska. How do you know that's true? Trust but verify, trust but verify. Or charity. Did you know that there are thousands of people afflicted by COVID-19 and they've been out of work? Provide money to our charity to get money into these people's hands. Oh, by the way, what they'll do, you've seen this, they'll take a picture of someone in the hospital suffering from COVID-19 and they'll use it as part of their charity scam. I know they have no shame. For them, they're just trying to make money. We see other types where they're just trying to track you. So they just get you to log in, know where you're going, what you're doing, or an investment scams, common. Uh, Click this link to see the infection rate in your area. How do you prevent this? Go to websites you're familiar with. If you see a link in social media or in an email, trust but verify, double check it. If you remember from the previous session, I showed you a website called VirusTotal, virustotal.com. You can put web links. It's called a URL, Universal Resource Locator. Put the web link in there and it'll tell you whether it's valid or not. And VirusTotal is a cool website. It's trusted in the security industry. Or how about the IRS, taxpayer? We've been getting stimulus checks, right? So can I falsify an email looking like it's coming from the IRS? If you recall from the previous session, yes, it's somewhat trivial, actually. Is it against the law? Oh, yeah. Will I really do it? Oh, no, because I don't want my friends in the FBI knocking on my door or from the IRS. Just letting you know, though, from other countries, and sometimes these countries may or may not have extradition treaties here with the United States. So these bad guys may be somewhat protected in their country. They can pretend they're the IRS all they want. So these are the tips actually from the IRS. I put the whole web link in these slides. Be happy to share all of these with you so you can learn for yourself. Why don't just include a click here? This way you can see the website I send you to is really from the IRS. These are just general tips. If you get an email saying, we're trying to get you your stimulus check, your $2,000 stimulus check, but we have been unable to get it to your residence, please click here, sign into the IRS website, and confirm your address. Very well could be bogus. What do you do there? Pick up the phone, ask. If you recall from the previous session, ask someone else. Hey, Susan, I just got this weird email from the IRS saying that I'm getting another stimulus check. I didn't think I was getting any more. And then Susan would say, Ron, yeah, let's look at it. Oh, it's most likely a scam. But tell you what, and this is what I'm hoping Susan would tell me. Tell you what, Ron, here's the phone number for the IRS. You can call them and ask them directly. Don't hit reply on that email. It may be going to a bogus email address looking like the IRS. Other types of scams, as you can see, lots of different scams. This one is more for businesses. It's known as business email compromise. This is one of the major events that the FBI has been investigating for the last 3 years, costing billions of dollars, billions of dollars, business email compromise scams. Phishing. Yeah. We are out of toilet paper. We are out of COVID masks. We are out of, order more now. It's a complete scam, just as an example. Or maybe it's a text from the previous session, smishing, text message phishing, SMS, where you get a text that looks like it could be from the IRS or support this charity, government relief. So many, too many to count. We see hijacking. They're trying to take over. So it looks like it's from the Better Business Bureau, and this is their exclusive. What I want you to do, though, is if you look at where it's coming from, local is life. Is that the Better Business Bureau's email address? I don't think so. Double check it. Take some time. All right. I've come very close to being phished. Seriously, it was my domain. I need to fix it for my website. It looked very real to me. And I was about ready to click the link, and it was like, slamming on the brakes. Literally, if you see me, I'm grabbing my hand with my finger to not press. What I did, because then I went, oh, wait, let me look where it's from. Oh, yeah, no, that's not it. So double check. Does the Better Business Bureau sell antiviral hand sanitizer? No. We already mentioned IRS scams. Too many to notice. Again, take a moment to stop and think before you connect. How about foreign lotteries? Congratulations, Susan, you are the winner of the, pick this country, lottery, or the worldwide, or the global lotto. You have the valid lottery ticket. You'd be like, I don't remember winning or playing that lottery. Oh, yeah, by just going to our website, you are automatically entered. Can you win a foreign lottery without actually buying it? No. Complete scam. Again, mostly. So you might ask, what do I do about this, Ron? Delete it. If you're not sure, just delete it. Don't send money, though. They may say, well, we need to validate who you are so you can win our lottery. Don't. Don't send money. Again, only show your ID to those you trust, whether it's in real life, IRL, or online, OL. There, I just taught you some internet terms. IRL, in real life, OL, online. Gift cards. Congratulations, Susan. You just won a $100 gift card to Starbucks. Yeah. Click here to receive it. And again, they may just try to get you. Well, in order to get your gift card, we need you to log in through Facebook. And they create a fake Facebook login. Not to pick on Facebook, it's just a well known organization. It's a scam. Send money. You may get this as a text where they're grooming you. So grooming is actually a technique used by predators where they slowly social engineer you, get to know you over time, earn your trust. You may hear this about child predators going after our kids online. You know, what happens is they go to the gaming networks where these kids hang out, Twitch and the like, Microsoft and Steam, and there's numerous. And these child predators will get to know the kids and, yeah, I like playing that game too. Oh yeah, my parents stink too. I hate them. And getting them to trust over time. This happens to adults too, by the way. Well, yeah, I'm just a teenager, but I live in Europe and I have no money and I really want to get this next game. Can you help me out? That's what the kids will do, but I've seen this happen. Or I've been a victim of COVID-19 and I've been out of work for a month. Can you help me out by sending me money? Common form of scam. So again, what do you do? Ask. Please double check with somebody. Before you send money, before you show your ID, before you show anything personal, they're going to try to convince you, well, how do I know I can trust you? You need to show me your ID so I can trust you. Don't do it. How about surveys? You may just get a survey. Take our survey. I tend to delete surveys unless I know directly who they may come from. Again, because it could lead to you disclosing information. It may seem benign at first. Like, oh, just give us your age, give us your general area. Again, it's grooming. And then they sneak in the really bad questions. Tell us about your bank. Where do you bank? How long have you held a bank account? Do you have a checking or savings with them? Yeah. And then they begin to groom you because actually, once they have your bank information, then they can spearfish you, making it look like it's from your bank to your email because you put in who you bank with as part of the survey. You put your email as part of the survey. Now I can attack you. So I generally shy away from doing surveys. How about this? Work from home. Even as older Americans, you might be thinking, well, it'd be nice to get a little bit more. And now, with Now that everyone's working remote, I can work remote too. All I need is an internet address, right? Again, verify. It's called a money mule. It could be that you're transferring money or you're transferring packages. The way it works is they contact you, they hire you. Congratulations, Susan, you've just been hired. What you are doing is that you are going to be receiving packages from Amazon. You then need to put them into a new box and send them out to other recipients as part of our online promotion. What it is these bad guys, they use stolen gift cards, stolen money to purchase things. They'll send it to your home, get you to reship it because they'll resell these items. It's called a money mule. If you're not sure, look it up. Validate who you may be working from home with. Because think about it, they may just tell you, hey, in order to do this work from home, we need your social security number, your full address, your full resume, CV, all of your personal information that a normal employer would need. So if you hear of someone who could be a victim of a money mule, bring it up. How about this? Tech support. And this happened to my mom. Money mule, before I go into the tech support, you can go to the FBI's website on Money Mule. They have a whole awareness booklet on it. I like to have these resources available because it may not even happen to you. So you could be an older American. Talk to your kids, talk to your grandkids about this. It can be very tempting for people to want to work from home. They may not realize it. They may be getting their identity stolen from these work from home schemes, though. FBI, fantastic resource about money mules. Tech support. As I mentioned, this happened to my mom. Boom, you get a pop-up on your screen that says you are the victim of ransomware. Windows Defender alert. Zeus virus detected on your computer. Call our toll-free number right now from Microsoft. Does Microsoft provide this service? Nope. They will even tell you this is not really Microsoft. The people, when you call, hello, Microsoft. How do I know you're really Microsoft? Because I just said, hello, Microsoft. Yeah, I know I'm doing that. Yeah. Your computer has been infected. Let me get onto your computer to fix it. To do that, I need your email address. I need to verify your identity. And yes, I'm doing a weird accent on purpose because it's not always people in the United States who these scammers are. What do you do? Again, trust but verify. They're trying to scare you. If you have antivirus on your computer, and you should, even if you're standard Windows 10, pull up Windows Defender. Have it double check. Okay? If you're still not sure, call them, but don't do anything. Just find out. How do I know you're really from Microsoft? Give me your phone number. Here's a good way. You call them. What is your direct phone number? If they don't give it to you, or if they seem to be stalling, it could be on your phone. You might just get a pop-up on your phone. Hello, this is SMS text. We've noticed your PC has been infected. We're not contacting you on your PC because it's been infected. That's why we're contacting you on your phone. So, or through email. All of these ways. It can happen to anybody. When in doubt, check it out. So what you can do, like the previous session, it's up to you to protect yourself against fraud. Previously mentioned about Stop, Think, Connect, one of the many good resources actually provided by Department of Homeland Security. Other things you can do to protect yourself against fraud. Mention this, think before you click. Be a little skeptical, not paranoid, just discerning. Check your bank statements, check your credit statement, check your credit card statements. Be diligent. A common question I'm asked, Ron, should I buy identity theft protection? Generally, if you are diligent in checking your identity, But Ron, what about the dark web? Shouldn't I check to see who has my identity on the dark web? No, I that is going unless you really have a lot of concerns about it, maybe you've been the victim. Generally, though, if you can do a lot of your own work, um, check the 3 credit agencies. Okay, so this is not on the slide. Check the 3 credit agencies. Freeze your credit. Okay, so let's just say you're an older American. Do you need loans at this point in your life? Many older Americans, we have savings. We don't need loan. So do you really care what your credit score is? I really don't about mine. I don't take out loans. I don't need to anymore. I've frozen my credit so this way no one can take a credit card out in my name or do anything as me through the credit agencies. I repeat this multiple times on purpose. When in doubt, ask. Number one way, I've checked this with Homeland Security and the FBI. They agree. The cheapest, easiest way to prevent social engineering? Ask somebody. And then I already mentioned verify files, go to websites. You can use Better Business Bureau, AARP, Fraud Watch Network, as part of AARP, Better Business Bureau, and then Virus Total. To learn more about coronavirus, aarp.org, coronavirus, Fraud Watch Network. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an assignment. I kind of should have warned you I am a college professor. My assignment is this. Go look at AARP Fraud Watch Network. Read some of the articles, educate yourself, and then share that knowledge with others. Educate them. Scams and fraud, AARP has numerous pieces of information to help you protect yourself. They even have a tracking map. What type of fraud is happening in your area? Actually, similarly with the Better Business Bureau. So if you are a victim, report it. You can report it through AARP. You can report it through the Better Business Bureau. Why do you want to report it? Ron, I was just a victim of only $10. That's really not worth reporting, is it? Report it. Why? You might be the victim of only $10, but again, if I can steal it from 10,000 people, that's a good bit of money. Most people think it's not worth reporting. This way, AARP, Better Business Bureau, and the FBI can see the trends. And maybe the trend is showing that there is a significant cybercrime event happening right here in our own backyard. Many other places you can go. Be happy to share these websites with you. These have just been a few simple tips, though, to help you protect yourself from online scams, online fraud. At this point, I will switch and take questions from you, Susan.
Great. Thank you, Ron, for another outstanding presentation. Your presentations are wonderful. They're
Oh,
entertaining as well as informational.
thank you.
So, actually, I had several questions that I thought of in advance, but you did such a wonderful job of covering everything. I just have a couple of questions left. I know you talked a little bit about the Microsoft Tech support scam. Do you know of any other particular support scams out there that you could name for us?
It really can be any common entity. It could be whether it's Microsoft, if you're on a Macintosh type of a computer or even on a smartphone, it can appear on that because the bad guys, all websites, by the way, they can tell what type of program you are using and what type of computer operating system you are using and where you are coming from. So they'll know you're on Windows 10 and you're using Edge. So
Right.
they might just try to, and it's automated, actually customize. Or if you're on Safari on Mac OS or Android using Chrome, they'll have a pop up and well, how do they know this about my computer? It's actually part of normal web tracking. So you can see it from multiple other vendors. It could be from Amazon. So many people order from Amazon, Walmart, Target. Their tech support, trying to be helpful. Keep in mind, the social engineers are trying to be helpful.
Great, thanks. So there are numerous tech support scams out there. We just need to be aware.
Yes.
Okay. And so then my only other question was, and maybe you mentioned this and I just missed it, but did you give us a number on how much money Americans lose to online scams every year?
I don't have the exact number off of the top of my head. From the previous, though, I can tell you it's billions of dollars. And it's just mind-boggling how much money they earn. Think about recent ransomware attacks where they are locking up organizational computers for millions of dollars. They'll do it, though, for a small religious organization or community group, even if they may just only get $9,000, but collectively it's billions of dollars of Americans' money is being lost. That's why cybercrime is one of the top 3 initiatives by the FBI, and it has been for over 5 years. The FBI, I can tell you, here in Nebraska, they have one of the top cybercrime task forces in the United States. They are fantastic, where they are always investigating. So, just a tip for those in the Nebraska area: if you think you are a victim, you can call the FBI. Seriously, I've talked to FBI agents. They say, "Ron, tell people to call us." But I'm nervous calling the FBI. They are very nice. They are very professional. It's what they do for a job to protect us from these online scams. So if you
Okay.
are a victim, reach out.
Great. That's very comforting news to hear that they want us to reach out.
Yes.
And then do you know if that amount of money that has been scammed from people, has that increased during the pandemic with so many more people online?
Oh, yes, definitely. And again, I'm not going to blur your mind with just statistics, but yes, we can see it because, well, just think about it. 18 months ago, 2 years ago, we would meet face to face. Now let's all meet online. Lot more opportunities for those from other countries to be able to get
Yes,
into our lives
yes,
who may not be tracked. So yes, we're definitely seeing, and that's why local news, local FBI has still put out information about local COVID-19 scams.
sure. Great. Thank you again, Ron, for your wonderful presentation. Again, we have learned some great timely advice to help us recognize and avoid these types of scams. So we really appreciate you being with us today.
My pleasure.
And to our viewers, if you missed last week's Cybersecurity 101 program with Ron, I encourage you to view the recording on our AARP Nebraska Facebook page or the AARP Nebraska YouTube channel. You can also find some other recorded AARP programs there on a wealth of topics that may interest you as well. And remember, if you can spot a scam, you can stop a scam. And as Ron mentioned earlier, be sure to check out AARP's fraud fighting resources at aarp.org/Fraud Watch Network. And thank you, audience, for attending today. We've enjoyed the program and we hope you have also. Thanks again. Bye, everyone.
Be safe.